welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a while, but I promise I'm going to be more consistent and I am going to be out of my element, in my element. Yeah. But yeah, I am back and I am going to be releasing content. I'm so sorry for disappearing on y'all like that, but I'm gonna do better. So before I get into the video, I want to say a big thank you to everybody that's been supporting me, and especially those that helped me get back on track and release content. I'm really grateful for you. I'm really grateful for your support, and I just want to let you know that I am going to do my best to release good content and videos that you will love. So anyways, let's get into the tea, okay? So as you can tell by the title, yes, I've been through it. It really did happen, and where do I even start? So I was dating this guy, right? We're gonna name him Ghost. We're gonna name him Ghost. So I was dating Ghost. We were like, it was the first couple of months were amazing, he was like, this angel. Like, where had he been all this while? But yeah, everything was going great. We had a wonderful relationship and a wonderful chemistry also, I thought. But yeah, we dated for a while, and I think for a year everything was okay, everything was good. I mean, he never did anything, he never cheated on me, well, not that I know of, but yeah, he wasn't, if he did, he was really discreet about it, and I never found out anything, But after a year and some months, that's when we started having issues. We started having all these petty arguments. But in my head, I just thought, okay, fine, it's normal. Every relationship has its ups and downs. You're gonna argue because you're totally different people, but it shouldn't be, intense. But yeah, we would argue, but then we'd be okay afterwards. And then as time went on, there's this instinct that us women have. You can tell something is off, okay? You can tell when something is not okay. Even though everything seems okay and you can't really pinpoint what it is that you're feeling, you can't see it, but you still feel it, right? That's how I started feeling, okay? I could just tell that something was off. And I was just waiting for, maybe to find out something, and I never did. Then one day, he picked a fight with me from nowhere, and I was like, okay. I thought maybe it's one of those, guy stress and all that, and I was like, okay, then let me just let him be. So I was so pissed off, and I decided to go see my friend who was staying in another city. I have to take you guys back to like how it all started, so that you understand why it went the way it went. It all went left, trust me. So I went to see my friend in another city, and well, that day, I think it was a Friday. Yeah, it was a Friday. I went to see my friend in that city, and then when I got there, I told her that I had a really nasty fight with my boyfriend, with Cost. We had a nasty fight, and I'm really like, I was so stressed. I was so stressed up because he was the love of my life. So yeah, she's like, okay, don't worry, he'll come around. And this friend of mine was actually, she's an ex to Ghost friend. Yeah, so he kind of knew Ghost before I got to know him, so he knew how he was before. And she said that he actually changed into a totally different person when he started dating me. He didn't do the things he used to do, so that's why she was kind of defending him and trying to comfort me, like, okay, fine, just leave him, he'll come around and all that. So as the day went by, no, in the evening now, I was on Snapchat, and then I opened his snap, and what do I see? He took a snap with the girl, seated in the car with the girl, with no caption, nothing. Just posted it like that. I went, oh my god, I was so paranoid. I lost it. I was like, he's cheating on me, blah, blah, blah. I was crying. I was in tears. And then she's like, no, probably it's his friend. Don't jump into conclusions. Ask him first, blah, blah. I was like, oh my god, how can somebody post a pic with another girl, something he's never done before, okay? And I don't know this female friend, so why would he like post somebody else and not say anything after picking a fight with me, okay? So now she was like, just calm down. So she now brought wine out and we were drinking and I was busy venting and, you know, trying to let it all out. So I was trying to let it all out, and then in the evening now, apparently there was a pub or something like that they were opening, so they were doing like a launching party or something like that, right? So everybody was invited, it was free. So she's like, let's go to this place, okay? And me being so much in love and very respectful, I told my boyfriend that I was going, even though I was still upset and I didn't ask what was going on, okay? I just decided to let him know. So I told him, and then he just said, okay, that's it, that's all. That just it got to me. But then I was like, you know what, let me just go enjoy myself. I'm too stressed. This is I deserve to be happy. So I now went to this pub. So as soon as we got to the pub, outside, what do we see? Ghost's car was right outside. In like right outside, you know, when there were, I think there was a parking, yeah, there was a parking lot, not an official parking lot, but cars were like that side, but his own was close to the entrance, so there was no denying that that's his car, okay? So I was like, he's here. Then to be honest, yeah, I was trying so hard to not believe that this was happening. I was in so much denial. I was like, maybe it's his friend, you know, his friend, maybe he's the one that came here, because if he was going out, he would have told me. Understand? So we entered and we sat like close to the door. Like there were like 3 entrances, I think. 3 entrances. And then we sat close to the door and we met some of my friends, and we were drinking and everything. I had a couple of a lot to drink actually. So I now wanted to use the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, and then when I was coming out, I bumped into Ghost's friend. Mind you, this is the friend that he goes everywhere with. Anywhere you see Ghost, he's there. Or anywhere you see his friend, Ghost is there, definitely. So my heart raced. I was like, oh my god, this can't be happening. You know, when you've had like a smooth sailing relationship, everything has been okay, you know, the phase that you're like, okay fine, he should mess up now, okay, he should mess up, he should do something, because I mean, guys will be guys. But he never did. So it was more like I had won the lottery, you get it? So all these things happening where it was like my whole world was crashing, to be honest. So I know I was talking to Ghost's friend, and then as we were talking, right, I noticed that he was trying to block my view from where he was coming from. Each time I would try to turn to see what's on that side, he would be blocking that view. He would be fighting me. Not fighting, you know, in that sense, but trying to really block my view. So I now noticed something is off, and I was like, I'm definitely going to check what's happening. So I now, you know, moved, and then I saw every one of their friends on a whole table, okay? And then who do I see? Ghost. Ghost was seated right there with the girl he posted on Snapchat. They were pretty comfortable, very cozy, you know? And she was the only girl on that table. Yo, if I tell you how my heart dropped, I didn't know what to do. I was speechless. I lost all my power, all strength. But I was like, you know what? I was battling in my mind whether I should go there or just ignore it, you know. But I decided, nope, I'm gonna go there. So I went there and I tapped Ghost on the shoulder and he turned. He was so shocked. But then he didn't want to show it. And then it's like, he was just smiling sheepishly. And then he's like, what's up? What are you doing here? I was like, what's going on? He just laughed. What do you mean? I said, what is going on? So this girl, she looked very clueless. She was totally clueless. She didn't even know what was going on. So I'm assuming probably he lied to her that he was single. You get. Who named this girl Cookie? Who named this girl Cookie? So Cookie was so clueless. She was totally clueless. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna cause drama because obviously she doesn't know anything. And because there were a lot of people seated there, I didn't want them to disrupt my confrontation. You get. So I told him, let's go talk. Then he didn't even, you know, resist or, you know, refuse to get up. Got up and went to one corner and we started talking. So I started shouting at him like, what's going on? What kind of disrespect is this? Blah, 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 blah. He's like, hey, it's in your head. Nothing is happening. This is my friend. Whatnot, whatnot. I was like, I told you I'm going out. Why didn't you tell me you're going out? He's like, you didn't tell me where you're going even. I was like, oh, what? You didn't even tell me. You didn't even tell me that you're going out. What are you talking about? So he was trying to gaslight me and I got so pissed off I slapped him. After I slapped him, he's like, I'm not even going to react to that because I know you're drunk. I know you're drunk. I was like, I'm not drunk. You know what you did and you caused it. He's like, hey, why are you causing drama? You're embarrassing yourself, blah, blah, blah. So as he was talking again, I raised my hand and then he now grabbed it with so much strength. So I think his friends noticed that something was going to go down. So they now came and, you know, one of his friends held him and the other one took me to the other side. He's like, hey, don't, you know, give in to this, whatnot. Just calm down. You talk to him when you guys are all sober, blah, 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 blah. So after all that long talk, I now ended up going back to where my friends were. So as soon as I told my friend that that's what happened, she's like, what? Now we went outside. She took me outside. Then she walked me to his car. She grabbed a rock. She's like, do you want to make use of this? She's like, do you want to make use of this? I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, here. So she wanted me to, you know, take out my anger on his car. I was like, I'm not going to do that. I didn't want to believe this was happening. So I didn't want to further ruin things by now, you know, ruining his car. So I was like, you know what, it's not even worth it. and then she took the rock and then just went by the side to scratch the corner. And then she threw away the rock. Then we went back inside, we drank again, and now we wanted to go home. So we called the cab, and when the cab came, when we went outside, these guys were gone. Like the car wasn't there. I think they had left through the other door. And then they, you know, probably they thought I was gonna cause drama after drinking more. So anyways, to cut the long story short, I went to my friend's place. That same night, he called me, he apologized, he was telling me all sorts of things, that it was his friends that made him leave because they didn't want, you know, me to ruin their fun that night. So that's why he had to leave. And that girl, even like they all went to drop the girl. That's what he told me. And then he's like, I'm so sorry, like it's not what it seems. I just didn't want things to escalate. That's why I tried to, you know, I didn't want to talk much and all that. And stupid me, I believed him and I allowed him to come get me from my friend's place. And we made up and everything. And after that, everything changed. I mean, he became a totally different person. Like, he was better than before. He was loving and he was like, it's like that whole incident changed him. And I believed, in my head, I thought maybe he now realized, you know, what it's like to lose me. What it's like to lose me and all. So after some time, you know, everything was going so smooth, so smooth. I was like, you know what, he learned his lesson. It even got to a point where I would use his phone. Yeah, he can go anywhere, you know, and leave me with his phone. Like that's how much he was faithful now. Okay, so I trusted him, you know, he gained my trust again. Then after some time, there was one particular day that him and his friends were drinking in the sitting room. It was during the holidays, like during summer. Him and his friends were drinking in the sitting room, and I was in the bedroom. They were drinking and, you know, doing all sorts, and they got so high. And he had a low tolerance for alcohol, and I think they smoked too. So yeah, and then he came to the bedroom and he passed out. So I got pissed because I had been there for a long time, like I think for over a week, and I wanted to go home. I wanted my space, you know, I wanted to breathe. So I wanted to go home, and that's the previous day, and he had begged me, he had talked me into staying, you understand? And then that very same, the next day he was all busy, and after that they drank and he got high. So I was like, why am I here? What am I doing here? I needed to go home. So I was not like, you know what, I want to go home. So I tried waking him up. He passed out completely. He was not even flinching. So I tried waking him up. He didn't even flinch. I was like, you know what, I need to call the cab. I told him while he was sleeping, and he was just giving me all these funny responses, and then I had to like pour water on him, literally. That's when he kind of woke up, and he's like, call my friend, he will take you home. I was like, cool, unlock your phone so I can call him, because I didn't have the other friend's number. So I unlocked his phone. So I tried calling the friend was also passed out, completely dead, or I don't know, but he wasn't picking the call. Called him 3 times and he wasn't picking. So now I was just stuck doing nothing. I was not even sleepy, I was just pissed. So I was like, why not just enter his phone to entertain myself? Okay. So I got into his phone, went on Snapchat, nothing interesting. Facebook, nothing. Instagram, nothing. WhatsApp, I was reading the messages of the girls. Yes, I went through his WhatsApp. I did, because in my head he had nothing to hide, so like I wasn't expecting to find anything anyways. So I went through the WhatsApp, and all the girls, there was nothing interesting, you know. Then I decided, okay, let me see what, you know, he may have said to his friends about me, or what his friends think of me, or whatever I can find. You understand? So I now opened one message. I opened the first one. It was him and his other friend. They were talking business and stuff. I just closed that chat. Then I went to one that had a weird name, a weird guy's name. I opened it. Then the conversation was so fishy. I scrolled. I was like, no, this can't be a guy. Unless he's gay, then there's something going on here. So I went through the chats. And then I went to the part where they were talking about the girl. It was actually, well, I later found out that it was actually Cookie. So he saved Cookie under a guy's name. So Cookie was like, please delete that video. I don't want it to leak, or, you know, something like that. He's like, why don't you trust me? What not? You can't even trust your own boyfriend. Oh. Boyfriend, okay? Hey, you can't even trust your own boyfriend. She's like, no, it's not like that, but you know, these things happen, blah 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 blah. She was trying to, you know, have him delete something. And he's like, you don't trust your boyfriend, what not. And she's like, they were going back and forth. Then he was like, hey, I want that video because I want to be thinking of you every time I'm horny. So I was like, let me see this video, because that chat was actually that very day. Yeah. So I now went to his gallery and I opened, and the last thing he had taken was a video. And in the thumbnail, I could see 2 naked bodies. I was like, Lord, what is happening? So immediately I was like, it has happened. My heart is about to ache. Okay, so I grabbed a bottle of vodka, Hennessy. There was Hennessy in the room. I downed it. Like I took several shots because I just could not be sober in that moment. After a couple of drinks, after I was a bit wavy, I now clicked on the video. What do I see? I see Ghost giving Cookie strong back shots. It was a whole sex tape. A whole sex tape. I was weak. I was so weak. And mind you, I was actually seated like this, the bed here, this nigga sleeping right there. And I was intoxicated. And I had just watched such a video. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna do something stupid. I was looking at him lying there, gone. I was like, this idiot. I wanted to punch him. God knows the stuff I wanted to do to this guy. But then I was like, you know what? In this state, I might do something I will regret. So I called one male friend of mine. He knows the story. I called him and I told him what's happening. I narrated the whole thing to him. He was just quiet on the other side. He was just quiet. There was silence. He's like, are you sure it's him that you saw in the video? I'm like, I know the person I'm dating. I know him. Okay? And he was even wearing his watch. It was him. He was busy taking from this. Do you know what it feels like to see somebody you love so much having sexual intercourse, coitus with somebody else, and that person is right next to you? Do you know how they can mess with you? So I was talking to my friend and he's like, you know what? Just calm down. Try to talk to him. Try to sleep. 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 I'm sleeping here with this person. Sleep. He's like, because there's nothing you can do at this point. Oh, I was like, come and take me home, please, because I will do something I'll regret. He's like, I wish I could, but I can't because that's disrespectful to your boyfriend. You understand? I'm a guy, he's a guy. I can't do that. The best I can do is call a cab for you. I was like, do anything you can to get me out of here. I just want to get out of here. He's like, okay. So he called his cab guy, and I guess he was going to pay him later or something like that. And he called his cab guy, and in that moment I downed almost half a bottle of Hennessy, just staring at this guy. If I had stayed there that night, it would be a different story. You know, I could have been in prison and not recording. But yeah, it was him and Cookie. So this video, by the way, had been taken the previous day. I was in his house and he went out to give another girl back shots. He went to give another girl back shots, you guys. So yeah, I sent that video to myself and took a screenshot of the chat. I went back home. I got home, I cried myself to sleep, and I was fine. I slept, woke up with a hangover, and then that's when he was trying to call me. So he left without saying anything, blah, blah, blah. I was like, you were high, what was I supposed to do? He was acting normal. I was like, you know what, let me just throw it at him. I now sent him the video, I sent him the chat. He's like, what's this? I was like, you can't see. He's like, I don't understand, what's this? I said, first of all, you saved Cookie under a guy's name. What? Second of all, you slept with her. You didn't even respect me. I'm not even going to touch that. I didn't even talk about that whole cheating part. You didn't even respect me enough to wait till I left your house before you could go do that. Like, how disgusting. You get? It's like, hey, it's not like that. First of all, that's my friend, that's my guy friend. That chat, can't you see it's a guy's name? I was like, you really think I'm stupid? You must really think I don't have a brain. Okay. He's like, no, and that video, to be honest, yes, it happened, but I slept with this girl before we started, even, you know, before I got rid of her and stuff like that. It did happen. She said he continued lying, and I was like, I can't even be going back and forth with him like this. Like, that's it. That was just it for me, you get. So I told him, like, we're done. It's like, hey, so you want to break up with me over something that happened a long time ago? You even let it go. I've been good to you. What have I done? I was like, this video was really recorded the previous day. And this conversation is from yesterday. That's the day, you know, the drinking day. That's when they had the conversation. I was like, you must think I'm dumb. You must think I'm brainless or something. Because, well, what? So after that, yeah, I told him, like, we're done, we're over. Blocked him everywhere, didn't talk to him. So yeah, that was it. So guys, that is how I was cheated on. And this nigga made a sex tape, a whole sex tape. The disrespect. And he had the nerve to tell this girl that I want to be thinking of you and I miss. So yeah, that is what I've been through. Be careful, beware. If you are to go through your man's phone, yeah, make sure you check those people saved under male names. Okay, that's where everything is. Okay, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe and click the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post another video. Like and share, okay, and comment down below if you've been through something similar. So yeah, until next time, guys.